The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed by the hosts of the Clear Vision podcast are for motivational purposes only. It is not our intention to disrupt, destroy, or deceive. This podcast includes content that may not be suitable for all audiences, especially those not seeking clear vision. Viewer discretion is advised.
This has its own magic. This has its own magic.
What's up, everybody? It's the Clear Vision podcast. It's me in the flesh, John,
good,
and to my left, we got my dog Trevo.
It's cracking.
My dog Eli's not here today, but you know he handling his business.
For sure. Prayers up to you.
To my right is yours truly, Brian J.
Thanks.
I've never sat right here, bro. It feels kind
You
of.
feel
I
off?
feel weird.
It's
yeah,
all good, man.
Huh?
You
I
look
feel
good,
like
though.
I'm in Eli's seat.
Am I handsome?
Thank you.
Right there.
Am I handsome?
No, you good.
I'm in his spot.
No,
I'm in
you
his
good, bro. No, that's your spot today, bro.
For sure, man. Show that.
And then we got a special guest, but we'll introduce him after we do our introduction, man. Trevor, where can they find us?
You can find us here at YouTube. Be sure to subscribe, put somebody on. Also, all podcast stores, we are now there. Make sure you leave a 5-star rating and share this with somebody that needs some clear vision. Praise God.
There we go. I guess y'all can communicate with us at clearvisionpod.com. You go to the hamburger, the tab thing,
Yeah.
and go to listener letter, man. Tell us what you want to, just talk to us, man. If you want to come on the pod, you didn't like what Trevor said last pod, you don't like what John about to say this pod, go ahead and let me hear about it. You know what I'm saying? Clearvisionpod.com. Brian, how can they
Donate. We got a lot of things. We got a lot of things coming up. As we know, the 3-on-3 basketball tournament is coming up. So people are asking me how can they help?
Right.
Essentially, your money.
Yeah.
$ Clear Vision Pod on Cash App. You can also donate on the clearvisionpod.com website and donate there as well. We got a lot of good things coming up.
Don't do them like Marvin Sapp, bro. Don't put too much pressure on him.
No pressure.
I have no idea what
Free
happened
will.
with Marvin Sapp.
You say what?
I don't know what happened. Tithing incident? Was he stealing money out the basket?
No, bro.
Jonathan.
What are we doing?
You don't know? I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna wait till I get introduced to talk.
I don't know. I kind of want to hear about it. Just a quick run through.
We can talk about it on Hot Topic.
Okay. Don't forget to follow us on our Instagram at Clear Vision Pod, TikTok at Clear
He's
Vision
stealing money
Pod,
out the bucket. It's funny.
Facebook Clear Vision Podcast. We everywhere, man. And you probably seen us. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and start sharing it now. We got everybody locking in on us. Make sure y'all follow us, all that stuff, man.
Yeah.
We there.
Yeah. Can I shout out the basketball tournament real quick?
Go ahead, do your
3v3
thing, brother.
basketball tournament, April 19th from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Winner gets a cash prize of $350. So come get your best three. Pull up to the tournament and show out, bro. We're trying to do something positive for the community, bring people together for the love of hoops. We got music, vendors,
Food.
We got food coming.
Some good food.
My wife, she's a baker, so she's bringing out the cookies. Cakes will be in the house. Cookies, brownies. Kid-friendly event, no drama. We're going to have police, security strictly enforced. Yeah, man, come. I feel like Oklahoma never done nothing like this before. Yeah. So let's make it a good event. Yeah. Ray June, get you your three, bro. We need you to get your three, bro.
Yeah.
Pop out,
And you don't have to be playing to show up.
I get into the 3-point contest.
There
Oh,
we
yeah,
go.
we got 3-point
We
contest.
hosting all that.
Yeah,
we doing all
Oh, for
that.
real?
Yeah, we're going to look.
We got all that.
No, we just going to have it like as a part of the event.
A prize?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Come
got
on
gift
now.
cards, bro. We're going to have gift cards, you know.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Y'all don't gotta play to show up.
On me.
Pull up.
Make that clear, bro. Pull up,
Pull
bro. We're just
up.
gonna have a good time. Got music.
Yeah.
You bring your family. You don't have to come hoop, bro. You can just come pop out.
Like
man.
you heard, you might get picked for a 3-point contest, a free throw contest.
Yep.
No
Yep.
telling.
And let me plug Healthy Start. Healthy Start is a
Shout out to Healthy
nonprofit
Start, man.
organization helping new families, new fathers, new mothers. They'll be there. They're helping. They're a sponsor of our event, so we're kind of running it through them as well. And they'll be there representing. So good times, bro.
Yep.
Yeah,
yep.
good times, man.
Let's get it, man. And So, Trev, if you want to take the honors.
I would love to, brother Ray June to my right here, man.
There we go.
One thing we do on this podcast, bro, when we have guests on, we give them the flowers, brother. So if you would allow me to give you your flowers, man. We have a good brother here, just a genuine dude, man. I met him. I think I met you back in 2021 or somewhere around there. It was around shortly. Yeah, it was after you dropped a song, bro, called Joy. If you remember that song with your mom singing. Mm-hmm. And, bro, it's a lot I can say about you, bro. You're just a good dude in general. But that song, where I was mentally at that time, I was just hurting, bro. There was a lot going on. A lot of people were getting sick around me. I had just had my kid, Jaden, and I was just like, I was a little lost, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Specifically around my relationship with God. I wasn't as close as I was accustomed to be. And, man, I was just scrolling, and I saw a clip from you pop up. And that song, I followed the video, on YouTube. The video is crazy. That song is crazy. It's called Joy.
That's the one like you in the church?
You in the church, bro. Like, it took me back, bro. It took me back to my childhood and how I grew up. And it just reminded me, first off, because at the time I was making music, I was making Clear Vision, the album, and I was in the music space. That's how I kind of ran into your content. But it reminded me, like, man, when I'm writing my music, like, I can still get that message across. Yep. That God is good. There's still joy out here. I don't have to be so in the world, so trendy. Like, I can really get back to my roots and get my message across, bro. So, like, that song, that's why I hit you up. I think I, like, DM'd you or something, bro, and was like, bro, this is cold, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, because it hit me, bro. It hit me at the right time. So, yeah, man, you're a great creator, bro, a great artist, a leader of men, a man of God, a husband. Really a leader in the community, bro, and I just want to give you your flowers, bro. Thank you for supporting us, bro.
Thank you for pulling up, bro.
All that, man. Yeah, for sure.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, man, for sure, bro. For sure.
Man, so as you know, we start every episode homie therapy. We talk about our last 7 days, 14 days, whatever you feel, and we just talk about. I'll go first, man. Last 7 days, I've been under the weather, but everything's good, bro. Work's cool. I know.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. People be like, I'm under the weather, man. I just got the sniffles. 2 days later, they got the flu. I'll be like, bro.
No, I'm coming down on, bro. It was last weekend. Y'all got, bro. My son don't sneeze. He'll be cool.
Yeah.
He walk up to you, Daddy. Can I watch some TV? Bro, you've been over there this whole time solid.
Come over there.
That's just all it do. That's all it is. TT, she just coughed in my face.
Yeah.
So, I should be good.
Yeah.
Just so y'all know.
Praise God.
I worked out this week.
I worked out this week.
I couldn't.
That's why you should be good.
And call me so. I couldn't miss it, bro. I was like, bro, I'm really curious to hear about Ray June, bro, because I don't know you too much, but I remember 21 when you called me, you told me, it's like, hey, bro, I'm about to do a song Ray June. So I went and dove deep and started listening to your stuff too. You got the hardest job, I feel like. I could barely do sentences without cussing. We was talking at a church the other day, and I feel like I couldn't talk, boy. I was like, bro, I can't. What I want to say ain't what I should say right now.
Yeah.
But, bro, you make music and don't.
Yeah, okay.
That's impressive.
Yeah. And still get the message across in a crafty way, bro.
It's easy for BJ because he sing. You know what I'm saying? No offense. But, like, not cussing and singing.
You don't know that?
No.
Oh,
bro,
what?
His voice is crazy.
Well, what?
Incredible.
You make music or you just sing?
I make music, too. He a SoundCloud dude, though. He be on Sound. He don't get it out.
He don't want to drop no album.
I'm not official.
But
he can sing, though, bro. Crazy.
Yeah.
Dang, I didn't know that.
He make a nigga uncomfortable when he starts singing because it's like you can't even, you can't do what he doing.
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying?
When BJ be talking and he start
around,
breaking.
you like,
that's what my cousin was. That's what my cousin was.
Yeah. You sing too, right? He sing too on me.
Yeah, but I would sing when I was younger because my cousin
was crazy with it.
But he would always sing around the girls. I don't know if you knew Blake, but
Blake?
Yeah, Blake. He got killed like in 1918, but that's a big reason I do why I do what I do. But we may get into that later.
I mean.
Yeah. But no, I mean, everything good, bro. My week been great.
I mean,
there's a book I'm reading called How Big Things Get Done.
Plug him. What's that about?
It's about how big thing it talks about from the start to the finish. Basically, the biggest things you know about: send a satellite to space, the Empire State Building getting built.
Yeah.
It's you got to think before you act.
Yeah.
Think slow, act fast. That's the
real.
motto.
That's real.
Think slow, act fast. Pixar, they do the whole movie before they do the whole movie. Like they'll run through the movie, animate it, they're done on paper.
Right. Before they start.
Before they start putting in the system, throwing money at it, all the big money and stuff. They do. Prince was one of those. He would finish an album and then throw away everything he just did, and then now it's time to really do the album. He would do that. And y'all know how Prince is. He played all the instruments and everything.
Yeah.
So, yeah, bro. And that's why he goated.
That's tight.
That's why everything is goated.
Yeah.
It's not
That
rushed.
process,
It's not
yeah.
rushed.
That's strong.
Well, I'll go ahead and take the reins. I don't have much today, fellas. I'm just grateful.
Amen.
Thankful for everything that I have, everything that's coming to me. You know, it's kind of, up and down, but, we're making it through.
Up and down?
Yeah, up and down. You can't get too high, can't get too low.
All right.
Life is a series of moments, and moments pass. Let's make this one last like it's all we have.
Amen.
So,
That Chris Brown?
No, that's
Jalen Hurts. It's probably like Jalen Hurts is the best quarterback.
Yeah,
in the
Eagle
league.
fan.
Yeah, he's an Eagles
Are you
fan.
Eagle fan?
Yes, sir.
My dog.
See,
My dog.
see,
No, he's a super Eagles fan. I would get tired of
Yeah.
him.
You an Eagles fan?
Since birth, my dad.
I knew
so
you
my
was a
whole
good
dad,
man.
my whole side of my dad family from Philly.
Oh,
So
okay.
I had no choice.
Oh, okay. Yes, put
Yeah,
past
so
on you.
It's y'all's time
yeah,
right now.
Sorry,
Congrats to y'all, man. Y'all
Y'all's
feeling good.
time.
Y'all
And
feeling
I ain't
good.
even been mentioning it because I let y'all,
He been chilling on
real
it.
I've been
chill.
down, bro.
I ain't gonna chill, brother.
Yeah.
I'm
So you a big Jalen Hurts
letting
fan?
niggas have it.
Yeah. You a big
Yeah,
Jalen Hurts fan?
Yeah, I'm an Eagles fan.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
Jalen Hurts is my dog because he's an Eagle. Once he leaves,
It's
what I mean?
over with,
He
yeah.
out of there. I got respect for him though.
For sure. Okay. That's tight.
That's it. That's all I got.
Man, I'll take it too, man. I don't have too much to report, bro. I love that thankful thing. I wanted to quickly cook up on. I feel like everyone should start their day with some gratitude. One thing I do every morning is the first thing I do when I wake up is I say thank you God for another day, and it sets the tone for my days. Even, bro, I'm talking about when I'm sick. Like I don't miss it if I'm on vacation or wherever I'm at. Like that's something that I tried doing a few years back, and then now it's just stuck. But it really sets the tone for the day, bro. So I'm thankful, man. I'm grateful for the podcast, bro. All the motion we've been getting.
Motion.
And I think it just it started with belief. Like me and John, we talk often about it, but you gotta believe. You really gotta believe in yourself. You gotta believe in what you're doing, and believe in your plan. Almost over the top belief. Like you gotta. If you can see it, I think you told me that.
You can see it.
If you can see it, it can happen.
Yep.
Bro, that's so real, man. So I tried that. I tried that now more with my music, my family, whatever, this podcast. And I'm just like more of a visionary for real. Like,
Yeah.
like for our basketball event that we got going. I see Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, Chet Holmgren eventually pulling up with the hoodie on, being a part of that event. Like eventually, So I encourage people to be thankful and then also believe, bro. Believe in what
Be
you
a little
got
bit
going.
delusional.
Yeah, bro. Make people think like, what?
Yep.
I tell stuff to people now, bro. Like, cause I got this music stuff coming up, and I'll tell my cousin like, yeah, bro, Win. My song Win that I dropped. Oh, that's gonna play at the NBA Finals. He laughing like, bro, what you talking? Like,
Yeah.
nah, that's gonna play at the NBA. Like, if you can see it, it can happen. So yeah, bro, that's where I'm at, man. But June, cook up, man. How you doing? How you been, brother, man?
Do y'all have a tagline for the podcast? Clear Vision, do y'all have a tagline?
Like a statement.
Yeah, like a Clear Vision podcast, like
Some visionaries. So I would say what's trademark is visionaries.
The
Visionaries.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the
What
community-
you saying seem like it go right with what the podcast is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
oh,
the
yes.
community's
Yeah,
the visionaries,
okay,
for sure.
got it.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah. But how you been, man? Cook up, bro.
I've been good, man. So are we on what's the
Homie
therapy,
therapy,
bro.
Homie therapy. It's just called no question. It's just homie therapy.
Homie therapy. How was your last 7 days
Okay,
to 2
okay.
weeks, man?
I
Just
didn't know what I needed. I need to
however
be
you
specific.
want it.
Whatever,
Yeah, you good.
whatever.
Wherever you at, man.
All right.
Whatever
Yeah.
made you happy, sad.
Man, so
Strong.
this week here has been like this is the week guy showed up. I mean, he been showing up, but he showed up in a major way, like he's done over and over. Like that was my testimony. Last time I testified in church, you know, what I told everybody was like, he did it again. He keep doing it over and over and over again. And long story short, try to be long story short, me and my wife, we were called into full-time ministry a couple weeks ago. And so, you know, not working working, but like not having a, you know, what's the word? Convention. What's the word? Job.
Traditional
or
job.
conventional job. Yeah.
Conventional job. Yeah. Just going into the schools doing like ministry, working with students is like, you know what I mean? We need to pay the mortgage.
Yeah,
you know
the bills still there.
the bills is here.
Yeah.
And so, man, we were behind mortgage this week. 3 months, going on 3 months. Car payment was behind 2 months, going on 3 months. Everything just, you know what I'm saying, going on 3 months. Everything going on 3 months. And so I was praying like all week, you know what I'm saying, this fast week, like, Lord, I know you told me to like stop working. Like, I know you told me that, and I know we got work to do. Like, it's work to do, and you know what we have to do the work. Like, we got to pick students up. Like, we bring kids to our house. We take kids to church. Like, they be with us, you know what I mean? And they need this. And this is work. This is ministry. This is what you told me to do. So I'm like, what's up? What we doing?
Yeah.
And you know, he gave me, I stand on every word, like, he gave me, you know what I'm saying? I write my words down on the wall.
Yeah.
So I remember what he told me. And the last word he's been dealing with me about is land. You know, this whole, like, you know, you have land waiting on you, don't cut yourself short. That was the word. And then, so, you know, I'm meditating on the word, praying this prayer. And I meet it happened this week, but I meet a guy in a coffee shop a week and a half ago. We had a conversation, 5 minutes, right? 5 minutes. You know, he like, what you do? You know, who are you?
Yeah.
You know, and then he comes in 3 days ago, I think, and he pulls up a chair. He said, hey, man, is it anything, like, y'all need for swap meet? You know, that's the nonprofit. And I'm like, I mean, we can always use equipment, but, like, we really got all the equipment we need. We just really trying to, you know, me and my wife, we got caught in full-time ministry. We just fundraising for our positions right now. Yeah. And we want to do a coffee trailer and just tell him, like the vision. You know what I'm saying? And that was it. He was like, all right. And then he left, like, 5-minute conversation. Bro, I was in a coffee shop 2 days ago. I left to go get lunch for me and my wife. She texted me once I left. I must have missed him by like 2 minutes. She said, hey, Ryan just came by here, and he dropped off an envelope. And so in my head, I'm like, an envelope. You know what I'm saying? I've seen money come our way before. I'm like, all right, he probably like blesses like $1,000, $2,005. Yeah. Maybe 10. You know what I'm saying? Because I've got 10 twice. Okay, praise God. In my story, you know what I'm saying? Just out of nowhere from random people. Yeah. And so I get back to the coffee shop, man, open up this check, bro. The first thing I saw was 8. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, $8,000. And so I looked again, 18. 18, jeez. Brother just wrote an $18,000 check. Didn't even pay to the order. That was blank. And just, like, here. I'm like, bro, I don't even, like, know you, bro.
On that level.
Like, this is my third time seeing, like, the first time in the coffee shop, I just did this to him. Second time, we talked for 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been 2 5-minute conversations, bro. And you just, and he said, what he said in the car was, I had a book release. He came to that Saturday, last Saturday in Tulsa. Yeah. And God just so strategic, bro, with how he orchestrates the situation. Yeah. Like, I'm sitting there telling the testimony because I told you, like, God was talking to me about land. Yeah. This white lady had came in the coffee shop right after God gave me, like, a third perspective on that word. Yeah. And she started preaching to me exactly what I just read. Like, I was in Joshua, and Joshua, what happened was Joshua checked 7 of the tribes of Israel and said, why haven't y'all gone to take the land that God gave you? And the whole time, Moses and Joshua was going in and leading the people on this conquest. Yeah. And it got to this point, and I'm like, and I stopped, and I'm like, hold on. I'm like, Joshua, I thought, like, you was the one leading them in and taking over this land. Yeah. But it seems like at some point it switched to, no, God already gave it to you. Y'all got heads of each one of your tribes. Go get it. Go take it. It's yours already. He already gave it to you. So I'm like, my whole mentality lately, posture has been, like, God got land waiting on me. You told me that. So I kind of been doing my thing, like, chilling. Yeah. Not chilling, but, like, like not on no takeover energy.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I gotta step on the gas.
Yeah.
It's time to like go, like really
Run.
be a truth.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
true.
So I just read that this white lady come in there, bro. Start preaching, like she not preaching, but she preaching.
Yeah.
Talking about her second business she's starting and like why people can't have what they want. Why come I can't have a second business? Why when people shop, they gotta just have one thing? Why come they can't have two things? Why they can't have the finer thing?
Strong.
And I'm looking at this white lady like
She in the coffee shop?
I'm like, nigga, I'm finna start crying in the coffee shop.
Yeah.
I'm looking at her like she gotta shut up.
Yeah.
And she just going, and I just had to turn my computer around because I just highlighted the scripture.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, look what I just highlighted.
Yeah, that's tough.
And like she read it, and so, so anyway, back to this. God showed up. We was able to catch up, get my checks that I didn't take for the last 3 months.
Come on.
Pay everything. And bro, we got like $8,000, $9,000.
Ahead, just
extra, bro. I'm like,
praise God, bro.
So when God tell you to go,
Testimony.
like you gotta know it's Him.
Tell it.
Like you gotta make sure God told you to go.
That's that faith.
But
bro.
if He say go, you gotta go. The Bible say we supposed to live a life of faith. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's from faith. We say from faith in God, and for faith.
Yeah.
So it's like I got a bar. I said lake to lake. I call it faith to faith.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing, new day, just a different way.
Powerful,
you
bro.
know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro. We supposed to live a life of faith. And just to watch God show up, like we got to give Him space to do what He gon' He said He gonna do.
Yeah,
like
and space takes patience.
Yeah, it takes patience. You
Patience,
gotta
bro.
let God.
You saying that too?
Because it can take, the last minute. Just because the due date come, that don't mean like He ain't coming.
Yeah.
And I just wrote a song called He's More Than Enough, and I said it ain't too late if you got faith. You gotta fix your eyes on Jesus.
Yeah.
I listened to it on the way here. I had to cut it off. I'm like, nigga, I gotta get tight. I gotta tighten up for this podcast. I'm finna come with red eyes already.
You going crazy, bro?
I gotta cut it off.
Patience, bro. Patience, man.
But that's it, bro. If God say go, man, and let Him work, bro. Like, let God be God. What is it? Like, why not? Like, we saw this big God and we talk about a big God, and people need a reason to like people need. We living in a time today where people they want to see it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And like, you can go to church all you want to, but we have to live like our life. We talk about did we talk about worship in here? Maybe I thought you said something, and I kind of went into a daze. It made me think about like my daily. Oh, your daily routine.
Daily routine.
Thank God.
Thank God.
When you said that, I started to think about how we wake up and we like read the Bible. Got our quiet time, schedule that. And I'm like, man, back then in the Bible days, they didn't have Bibles. The Bible says your life is worship. So even if you don't, because this is the only morning I didn't read my Bible this week.
Right, because you running.
You know what I'm saying? But I just didn't read it. But it's like, I don't have to feel bad about that because my life is worship.
That's real. That's real.
You know what I'm saying? I'm worship. I just got through testifying about them in a random gathering this morning, just to a random person. Yeah. Like my life is worship, and so that's real. So I'm gonna shut up, man.
No, you good, man. That's holy therapy, bro.
Bro,
it's big, man, because the faith part of it, bro. I mean that could be the topic in general, bro. The faith is hard, bro. Yeah. Faith is hard. Faith is hard, and that's where I think we also got to tell that part of it because You talking about how that 3 months, bro, 3 months behind rent, 3 months, but that's hard to go through, bro.
And you got a wife?
A wife, bro. I couldn't imagine. Like, my kids, they hungry. They still hungry. I wrote a verse, the paper chasing, bills chasing. Who gonna catch me first? Baby's hungry. Head shelf. They hungry, bro. Yeah. And, like, that's a hard thing to do is to lean on that faith. Like, you can say it. Your testimony sounds good. But what people don't see, they gonna see this clip. I'm going to clip this up, bro. I got a cold clip in my head. I'm going to send it to you. I want you to post it, bro. Like, share your testimony. But I hope somebody goes to the podcast, listen to this part. Like, bro, that's hard what you had to go through. Yeah. That's hard, bro.
It's hard.
It's hard.
And then that even goes back to what we talked about on the last homemade therapy when I asked the question, like, what do you do once God shows up?
Yeah.
And once you get
your
what
reward.
He promised, then what do you do?
Yeah.
All things work together. So what he explained, all that, the 3 months, the car, all that worked together for that $18,000 check.
Yeah.
So what do you do?
And then some on top of that.
Yeah, a lot of some on top of that. I was like, dog.
Dang.
That's cold.
Well, let's shift to the hot topic, man. I know we don't got a lot of time, and I know you got a hard stop, too. You got to be somewhere. Hot topic, bro. John, what you thinking, man? Where you want to start? You want me to serve it up?
Yeah, go ahead and serve it up. I know you want to speak on the high school.
I do, bro. Real quick,
ahead,
man.
yeah.
So, sad news. Sorry to kind of shift from the grace,
Right,
but life is life, brother. Man. But we gonna shift to sad news, man. About the high school student that was stabbed, bro. Fatally stabbed. First off, prayers to his family. His name is Austin Metcalf. There was an altercation that happened this past week where he was stabbed by another student named Carmelo Anthony, he's been arrested and charged for first-degree murder. Bond set at $1 million. And I wanted to bring it up because I was doing a little research on it, just kind of reading through it, and I felt like it was an opportunity for the Clear Vision podcast to kind of give a little just give our thoughts, some encouragement, and see if there's any solutions that can come out of this. We're big on solutions here at the Clear Vision podcast, and I was on Facebook. Facebook's a dangerous place, first off, but just in general, bro. But anyways, I was going through comments and seeing, maybe people that are closer to that situation, giving some more, like, if there was any clarity. And I just saw one of our friends, bro, Corey Walker. Shout out to Corey, bro. Good brother. We need to get him on the podcast. He's a good man. I seen a comment that he had put out there, and I seen a lot of people just commenting on the feed, and basically, where we stand on it as a black community, wanting to make sure that more details are out there before we just judge this person who made the mistake, and it made me want to dig in and make this a topic, because I think there's two different ways you can look at it. Personally, I think, when someone loses their life, the first thing I look at is, okay, why? What decision, the decision that was made from Carmelo to go and fatally wound somebody, I feel like that's the basics. That's the issue that took place. I feel like we need to teach our kids better when it comes to handling altercations. I don't think killing someone is ever the answer. That's one, straight up. So however many details are needed and more discussions around that, but can we at least agree that whatever the case may be, there should be a better way to handle altercations. So I wanted to get y'all's take on that topic. I have some more like informations on the witnesses and stuff like that. But what are y'all thoughts there, bro? Like, how are y'all gonna teach y'all's kids how to handle bullying, how to handle altercations? Where y'all at with it?
So first, I think you probably at a young age. So my dad taught me how to roast early on. Realistically, that protected me from a lot of, because even with like the bullying thing, once you roast them good enough, they're done.
You mean like ragging?
Ragging.
Yeah.
You get them one good time, they're not gonna mess with you. We all went to high school together. Didn't nobody mess with us ever.
Right.
Why? Because we was roasting all the time.
Ragging on the bus, getting them.
All day, every day. Yeah. So that kind of protects you from that. So I'm probably gonna start there. Now my son's in karate, so he gonna have that already.
Right.
So
right.
So like maybe we should be starting with. I guess we can promote. I would rather promote roasting than stabbing, fighting, and all that.
But can that be bullying too, though?
Roasting
against bullies, like
definitely
a bully.
I'd rather you do that.
You roast
than,
him. That's the answer. You got to roast him.
I'm telling you though.
I'd rather that than fight.
But that'll turn into a fight though.
Eventually,
that was me. You wrote okay, let's fight. That was Midwest City, bro. Y'all remember? Well, throw some hands then.
Yeah,
and then if it escalate to that, then.
But I like your angle though.
From bullying, I like we're talking about for bullying in particular.
I like your angle though because I feel like it should be levels before you get to fighting. Yes. I feel like sometimes with niggas, it's somebody say something wrong to you. Let's go.
Yeah.
I like at least you trying to add a layer of like, okay, how can I diffuse this with my words? Now you may add to the fire if somebody coming up on you and you just like, bro, look how you dress, bro. Look, yo, girl. Like you can flame them. But that may still lead to a fight. But at least you trying. Like you trying a different thing than like with this one, bro, I just want to give y'all the witness. This is from CNN source. The witness told police that the altercation started when Austin, the guy that was stabbed, told Anthony to move from the high school team's tent. According to the arrest report, it was raining, and during the track meet, athletes were taking shelter. But then there was a back and forth argument between Anthony, who stabbed, and Austin, who was stabbed, which then escalated.
Austin didn't go to the same school.
No, it was at a track meet.
Oh, get out of our tent.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, sorry.
It ain't that deep.
The argument between Austin. So Austin ended up putting hands on Anthony. Hey, hold on, listen. Austin put hands on Anthony first. So he put hands on him.
Which one is the...
Austin's the one that
Austin
got
is the
stabbed.
guy that was stabbed. He put hands on
okay.
Anthony, who had and Anthony had told him, if you touch me and see what happens. So he warned him.
Oh.
And then that's whenever, after Austin touched Anthony, that's when he reached into his bag and pulled out a black knife and stabbed him in his chest. And I just think, like, and so where Facebook was irritating is like, people like, well, he warned him, he put hands on, he's defending himself. Guys, what is wrong with just fighting, bro?
But
What
that
is?
didn't even need to be a fight.
But if you put hands on me now, you've already.
Where's the adults?
That's true
This
too.
is a high school track meet.
That is
Y'all
true
arguing
too.
about somebody under
There's a
10
lot
in
of
the
ways that
side.
could have been diffused, but I'm just thinking, bro, my kid should never feel like he should grab a knife to fight, bro.
Yeah.
Like if you getting hit now, there's some other things on Facebook that were saying, well, he was actually about to get jumped. There was more
That's what
people
I saw.
involved. I read that as well. I'm kind of off the witness accounts versus Facebook. I'm gonna take the witness accounts from CNN, but Facebook saying if your kid's in a situation where he's about to be jumped, there's multiple people there pressing him. How would you expect your kid to handle that? That's where people are saying, bro, if his life's in danger, then taking defense measures like that, like it's self-defense. That's the other side of it. Like, how would you expect KO to handle if he was gonna get jumped, your kid?
Well, just from what I've learned and when I watch interviews from people that do jiu-jitsu, they say run away. Like from any fight, just run away. Jiu-jitsu, if you can't run no more, that's when you turn to that. I won't tell my son to run away, unfortunately.
Yeah.
That's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
You run away, you're going to keep running. Granted, you got that shit. You can do what you need to do.
Yeah.
But getting jumped, I mean, just fight. I mean, fight like you.
I actually like run away, bro. I don't think run away is cowardly. I think
I like that. That's jujitsu.
Jiu-jitsu, that's their
They say
thing.
run away till you can't stop.
Like
till you have to
if
stop.
they
What
get to
you-
a
what you say?
corner, yeah, until you can't run no
Till
more.
you can't run no more, and then fight.
I kind of like that, bro, because I would tell Jaden or my kid, I would tell Levi, if you are in a situation where you could possibly be jumped and you don't have like your brothers around you, you have nobody that would could help interfere you getting really harmed, then you need to evade. You just need to. That's
And
not you being
when I
soft,
say-
bro. That's like you.
When I say run, I'm thinking like it's just fight is two people right there. You already. I'm pretty adamant on I'm gonna do jiu-jitsu with my kids.
right,
The whole family. It's a family of like I think that's our plan is to do that.
yeah.
When the time is right.
But if I'm with my brothers, bro, if I'm with Cam and two people trying to come jump me, oh, we gonna get off. We gonna get down. I'm not gonna stab you though. Guys, what we talking about here?
Yeah, that's a little.
The stabbing is
Stabbing
crazy.
is crazy, brother. There ain't no defending that, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And what I've heard from you is different from, like I said, I skimmed through it on Facebook, but I'm not really on social media like that.
Yeah.
And they were saying he was getting jumped. He was about to get jumped, and he was getting bullied.
Right.
It don't sound like he was getting bullied.
So that's just like it's if we're at a track meet because we used to have a tent. So in this example, this is somebody from Dale City in our Midwest City tent. Someone tells a dude from Dale City,
But it's
bro,
raining.
get on.
It's pouring
But
rain.
But because we ran track, we know how that.
You know how that goes.
We were in other
Yeah.
other teams.
We was in other teams' tents.
Right.
Yeah.
So if it's just you, and one of the people from PC North like, hey, bro, no, get on, like go to y'all tent. You just go to your tent.
Yeah. But you know,
Just
bro.
go. Just go to your tent.
But do y'all think he really meant to kill, bro?
yeah, if you're stabbing.
Nah, he did ask if he was okay. He got arrested. He was like, he put hands on me. I told him, like, I was reading what he was telling the officer, and he was like asking if he was okay.
Oh.
Because he stabbed him and ran away. Like he probably didn't intend to like take him out, but
I don't think. And that's the thing about it is, granted, I know intention is like
Intention is not
consequences on both sides, right? KO, you don't need to be putting your hands on nobody regardless.
Right.
So
Yeah,
white dude is wrong.
It's a Bible for this actually. If you unintentionally kill somebody without formally hating that person or having anything against that person, it says what they would do would in the Bible, they would create. I mean, I don't know if we can't do that today. Probably, I don't know. But they would create the priest would dwell in these cities for the manslayer who unintentionally killed somebody. They struck him, but they didn't mean to kill him or something like that. Then they would go to these cities and dwell there until I think the overseer in the town that they killed the person like died, and then they could be released after so many years.
So there's like a way.
But if you if I had something against you and I went into it knowing like I got something against you and I'm finna take you out, then that's a whole other story. Yeah, you got to get off. Yeah, that's I think. For me, I think going into the schools and working with students, I think what we've been doing this year, God told us to go in and teach humility, and I think it's going to take like discipleship because it's this thing called you got to change the way that the kids think. You know what I mean? You can't change who they are, how they see life, unless you change the way that they think, and you can only do that by changing their belief system or their environment. So if they got to see something different and they got to believe something different than what they already seen and what they already believe in. Right. And if they're going to go home to the same situation and go to the same places, like an hour out of the day, that's I think another reason why we full time. It's just not enough. I can put all the game on, give you all the game and give you all the wisdom that I got, in an hour and leave. And if you don't ever see me again to the next week, like then it was only here for a week. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
gotta go back home.
So like they need time. You got to keep showing up because they parent. I mean, it's just the reality. They parents they might never get it from anybody at the crib. Yeah. And so if they never getting it, that's all they gonna know. And if they got the homies that was people at school all day, they're at the house all day, then that's all they care about for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so it's going to take a community of people. Like, people need people. I be saying that all the time. Yeah. And so it's going to take us, the people who, like, thinking alike, you know what I mean, and who on the same path in a line to go in, like, and take the Clear Vision pod into the school, put the kids on, like, talk to the kids, like, stuff like that, you know what I mean? No, that's what they need, you know what I mean? Yeah. And because outside of that, they just going to.
They going off of impulse.
They gonna respond how they respond. Yeah. They gonna live how they live.
He probably really thought he was defending himself and just getting out of there. But
I think on both sides, it's a lesson for both parties. Like I think we can learn from both sides. Yeah. One, keep your hands to yourself. Right. Keep your hands to yourself because you never know. We don't know what's his name? Carmelo's going through at home or what happened that day. You know what I'm saying?
Put him in that space.
We don't know, and then, granted, they high school. I remember.
You know how it was. Come on, bro.
You think everything a big deal when it's not.
Yeah. But you know how it is when you're in high school, bro. Like, fighting was part of it, bro. You a fighter, nigga. Man. I was there. I was seeing you, bro. So like fights. I feel like fights are just a part of growing up. Personally, I mean, they're not. It's unfortunate if you ever have to fight, but it should never lead to somebody dying, bro. It shouldn't lead to death, bro.
There's some L's I feel like we need to take. We need to take more preventative measures. Right. So I have a great example. I was on a date at the movies. This was like a couple years ago. Person behind us kicking my chair. Now, in a normal instance, I'm on a date. I should stand up and be like,
"What you doing?" Yeah.
But do I really want to do that? Like, I could do all that. He shoot me, I'm dead. So I'm like, you know what?
You want to flex in front of
one decision.
Right, because I want to flex in front of my girl. I'm like, no, I'm going to stand up, man. I'm like, you know what? Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, you better than me.
Look,
my look,
I took that. I was like, hey, that's just scoot down.
Oh, okay, y'all just
that's just scoot down one because I don't even want to.
I thought you said
do that right now, and then that would be considered an L. Just like man, you let them punk you out your seat. No, I just want to make it home. I ain't trying to go to jail.
But that's humility though. It's kind of like why I like what you said with the running thing until you can't run no more because it's knowing that you got the power. Mm-hmm. You might do something like I could turn around and get on one. Right. I can do this. I can do whatever. We can take it there, but is it worth it? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I'm gonna just move down, bro. Like no, I'm gonna just move down. You can think how you did whatever you did in your mind. That's cool. Right. Yeah. God gonna bless you, bro. Like I'm gonna live to see another day, and I'm gonna get blessed. Yeah. Like you gonna get yours. Like you gotta be. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Content. My bad.
No, you good.
Yeah. Being content.
Yeah, that's real, bro. That's real.
Man. So I mean, prayers out
for both parties.
Yeah, for both parties, bro. Yeah, nobody. I don't think he purposeful, like I'm about to kill him with this one hit right here.
That's
I would
sad.
hope that's not what he was thinking. So, man, let's get on to the main topic, man. We got Ray June in the building, bro. Again, thank you for pulling up on us. Just from what we've listened to you talk about, I see on here is your story, your mission. And a little bit before this pod, you say you grew up here in Oklahoma City. Can you start off with that right there?
Yeah, man. Grew up in OKC, graduated from Putnam City.
PC what?
PCO.
Okay.
PCO. I mean, real familiar with these parts, you know what I'm saying, the town. I grew up in the Boys and Girls Club. I was there every summer. That's kind of where I think I fell in love with, you know, community and just because y'all run a nonprofit now, you know, the Boys and Girls Club nonprofit for students. And it was just the environment. Like, I love being around people.
Yeah.
I love the idea of people pouring into the students and just being able to just chill, you know what I'm saying, be in a safe environment. Well, it's kind of safe, you know what I'm saying? The Boys and Girls Club was cracking, you know what I'm saying, in the summertimes. But I got the vision, you know what I mean? But yeah, so did music. I mentioned earlier briefly, I don't know if that was before the cameras got rolling or not, but my cousin, Blake, we did music together. He had got killed. And when that happened, I was already kind of on the path because we were singing R&B, so I started off singing R&B.
Oh yeah.
That's how I got on in the city.
There was a big record you had dropped, wasn't it?
I dropped a pretty big. Shout out Dre Songs, man. Bro been on. I don't know where did he go to? No, he went to Dale City.
Dre
Songs. I ain't never.
Not sure.
Dre?
You older than us though.
Dang, how old are you?
28.
20. Dang, yeah. Well, Dre was DJ. Damn, y'all still should have heard of Dre though.
I probably have.
Because y'all know Kilo, but Dre. See, y'all probably know DJ Kilo.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, like that
Dre
was all
in mixed.
Yeah. But he would do these joints. Summer nights, and I had a song called Sweet Love, and
on me, I remember you telling me about that.
And they kind of went crazy, and it was funny because my cousin Blake, he had got locked up, and I don't know how he heard the song, but he called me one day like, "Man, we gotta remix Sweet Love." And I was like, bro, I can't make sex music no more. God working on me. I can't even talk about that no more, man. So we was making like little love songs, man. Just talking about girls, keeping it clean.
Yeah.
And then, you know, God, like I said, God was working on my heart. You know what I'm saying? Trying to bring me back.
How old are you at this time?
33.
No. Sweet Love era.
You was in college, right?
Nah. Was it? I don't know. Bro, I don't know how old I was, bro.
I remember you saying it was around your UCO days.
It had to been like, it had to been like 13, 2013.
So you in college?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I could get off that. So I'm trying to think about summer nights, all the stuff going on. But yeah, so Blake called me, said I couldn't do that, and I was already transitioning, and then I got the call. He had got killed, and when that happened. Like, when you see me, you'll see Blake. Like, you see Ray Ray, it's like Ray Ray and Blake. You know what I mean? That's like all like I got brothers, and we all close. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no favorites, but you would just think like we like brothers, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And
what happened, bro, if you don't mind? Like, just.
Well, Blake, I mean, he was staying in, and I helped him move out of his apartments. He had got into it with his girl, and moved into these apartments on the east. Then I didn't want him staying. I'm like, y'all didn't know them apartments probably right there off of Lincoln.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, bro,
that's not the
but
place.
It was cheap. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, bro, why are you staying over here? So I moved him in, and somebody kicked in the door. And I don't think they meant to shoot him. Yeah. They was trying to rob him, you know what I'm saying? And shot him through the hand. And so that's how he, like, bullet went through the hand, because I think he probably tried to fight to get out of there, or get him. I don't know what he tried to do, but anyway, that happened, and that felt like too close to home. And I'm like, bro, for the longest, I'm like, bro, I could die. Yeah, like I felt like it was, because I'm like, nigga, because I was there. Yeah, like 2 days, I went to go see him 2 days before, or maybe I say 2 days, maybe a week, 2 days to a week before that happened. Yeah, and I'm like, and I was thinking like, bro, I was in there.
You was just around.
I was just in there, bro. But when I walked in, I said, yeah, I can't come back over here, bro. Like, you gotta get up out of here, man. It's too, like, I ain't comfortable in here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so when that happened, like, I just started running like full force, like, for the Lord. I'm like, nah, brother, I ain't got no time to waste. Yeah. And so I got, God used that to like just really push me to go harder with him. And that's kind of how I got on the wave I'm on. Then I dropped my first Christian mixtape But yeah, so that's OKC, man. I went to PCO, went to school in Texas for a while. PV, went to Prairie View.
I graduated from there.
You did? Yeah, I went to Prairie View, man. PV.
You graduated from there too?
No, I would have.
Oh, bro.
But they didn't have. I was trying to.
Good man.
I was trying to do.
Good man.
I was trying to do kinesiology, but they didn't have that. Their program was called Human Performance, and I was like, I don't know. And I went to, and the track coach was, I ain't gonna say his name, but this man, I went to class one day. He in class talking about porn stars, bro. And I'm like,
in the class.
I said, bro, I can't graduate from here, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, I said, bro, hey, my bad, dog. No. But you might have been in another program. You were probably in another program.
I was
but
in
like,
architecture.
you know what I'm saying? So human performance, like I said, it wasn't kinesiology, but if you wanted to do kinesiology, you have to go through this program, and it was more geared towards like wanting to coach.
Right.
And so I'm like, okay, it's already not what I want to do.
Yeah.
And then he in class doing this, and I'm
make
making
it.
the A. I got like this easy A in class. I'm like, bro, I can't get out of college and I know nothing, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So I transferred to UCO here, and I finished at UCO with kinesiology, outdoor community recreation degree. So
smooth.
That track coach wasn't there though when I was there.
Yeah,
because I remember I was trying to get.
He might have been there, bro. I don't know, man. He might have been there. I don't know.
Nah, they got a new one. I remember they got a new one because
Okay.
it was a whole thing about
probably a reason why he
turning
got
the
it
program
out.
around.
But I love PV though, bro. I
was live.
love PV was cracking, bro.
Yeah.
Like my friend, like everything else, it was just like the human performance. Like the core class, PV's a great school. Got great program.
Come on now.
I'm not talking down on PV, y'all. I love PV. You know what I'm saying?
You know.
You know what I'm saying? You know.
Yeah.
So I'm with PV, bro. I love it, bro. I love it. And like actually, when I went there, I performed at PV. You know, a lot of big time artists come through PV.
Yeah.
We saw Big Sean
J.
come
Cole
through before
was
he
tight.
got on.
That's tight. Big Sean was cold.
J. Cole got booed.
And
off.
it wouldn't
He
even
got booed
like,
off stage at the
PV is tough.
bro, PV tough.
Cold.
So I was like, if you can
can't
make
boo
it there,
cold, bro.
This
bro,
is old Cole.
PB was tough. If
PB
they didn't
tough.
know you, and you just, you know what I'm saying, what you got.
Yeah. Okay.
But when I performed, and bro, it was cracking. I'm like, yeah, we good.
On me.
Like that's the stamp. If you get PB on your side, like yeah, you straight.
Bro,
tight.
PV was so cold. We had a PV Choice Awards. It's basically like the BET Awards. Everybody comes suited.
And they vote.
Yeah.
People
It's
vote.
votes.
PV
Oh,
hard.
that's tight.
yeah.
That's tight.
PV hard.
I should have got Trevor on there.
You wasn't making music at that time, bro.
Yeah, I was quiet.
We would have got you. But yeah, no, so you spoke on something. I know you get around the kids, bro.
Mhm.
I've been trying to ask people. Really, I haven't been able to connect with somebody that does what you do, basically, in front of the kids all the time. How do you communicate with trouble? Like, I don't want to call them trouble.
Trouble's not a bad word. Like trouble childhoods and traumatic things.
Well, he's in an unfortunate situation, basically. My therapist calls it Maslow's law, Maslow's hierarchy, something like that. But basically, the base level of survival. If you don't have your basic necessities, you can't. And the end goal is enlightenment, right? But survival, food, shelter, and basically like sense of security.
Yeah.
If you don't have a sense of security, that's why we see what we see in the communities that we see. You know,
Right.
once they get that sense of security, then they can worry about growing their career, you know, looking in the future. But in that first level, they just looking at right now, I need to eat today.
Right.
Right.
That's all they can focus on. They can't 10 years from now don't matter. I need to get to tomorrow.
Yeah.
But as a kids do that without, you know, probably subconscious. So it's a bunch of kids in the house fighting for attention, so they tell on each other all the time. All the time. And when they come to the house, it's 4 of them. That's all they doing is trying to get each other in trouble. You come tell, and I don't know, bro. I don't know how to do this, but I'm trying to be Uncle John. You come and tell on your brother, you get in trouble with him. So think about it, work it out behind closed doors, and if it can't be resolved, then we could talk.
Right.
You know, I had him out there picking up sticks with me. I just did everything I did. I didn't clean the backyard. It's about time to start cutting the grass. Come out here with me, clean up sticks. You know, we had to have conversations like, you know, he didn't like hard work. He gets in trouble and stuff at school. I'm like, it's gonna be worse. Like the baseline of it is I'm asking you to do certain things, which is stay in a room and play, or pick up these toys after y'all make a mess, and you're not doing it. So what happens to people that don't follow rules, go to jail, may die, all those things. Yeah. So right now I'm just asking you to pick up sticks. You can't even do that for me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Little sticks, I ain't have them.
I follow you.
But how do you get through to that? Like you said, they go home and mama's doing the best they can because single mom with 4 kids, how much can she do, by herself? I don't know, bro. I just don't be knowing what to do. So I just revert to back what I did coming up. I think I ended up all right. But
you said reverting back to what you did was what?
When I was growing up. I mean, I used to have to drag sticks out the grass.
Okay,
so
you said to put them through that. Okay.
So I kind of do the same, not on the same scale, right? He just turned 7, but he young. But his mama, I don't know, she may not. I don't know the whole dynamic of that house. I don't want to speak on that, but he don't have a man in his life, basically. So that's hard work to him.
Yeah. Man, I think for me, every child is different. You can have like a set way you do things, but you're going to have to, like, when you're raising, I don't have kids yet, but, I'm raising kids still. Yeah. But it's like, when you can't treat all your, how many kids you got? 2. But you can't treat
facts.
You can't treat them the same.
Right.
You got to treat them differently, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so it's figuring out what the needs are. And just being you, being authentic and showing up. Like that's really the important thing. Like, me and my wife starting this campaign now for our position because we full time, because time is the most important thing. Mm-hmm. Like you can teach them something all you want to, but if you don't explain to them, if they don't see you doing it every day, like they have to learn. Yeah. Like they gotta see somebody doing it, and then understand why you doing what you're doing. Okay, why you telling me not to? Why am I picking up sticks? I don't want to pick up sticks for what I'm saying.
And
for
I
a
did
job
explain
or
to
it. Yeah. So I mean, and that's good. And so you might end up changing it. It might really like mess with them, or put them in a negative like headspace. It's like, okay, maybe we need to try something different. Yeah. Like just being able to adjust and flow, because and that's what I have to do with students, because I don't know, like they don't just open up like that. You know what I mean? You gotta like be with them for some time and then see, okay, now I realize this is going on at home. Oh, this is why, and just be and remain joyful. Like I try my best, and that was another reason why I needed time, because I would some days I'll be drained when I go into the schools, and like because I'm leaving this job and I'm coming in here trying to pour in. I'm like, I ain't even got a break, dog. Yeah. But you have to have energy, joy, love, and be able to have patience when you go in there and work with them, because that's what they're gonna need, because they're not getting that at home. So they need patience. They need your love. They need to get your joy. I mean, kids be asking me like, why every time you walk into the room it's just loud? Right? Why are you so loud? And like, but like you weren't talking a minute ago. Now you asking why I'm loud, and now you got this little smile on your face. Yeah. Like you know what I'm saying. I'll just be like, that's who I am. I'm gonna be loud. I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna just be loud. Yeah. We ain't gotta do nothing. I'll be here loud talking. We can have a conversation. We ain't gotta do no programs. Yeah. And that's what a lot of people who donate don't get. They want to see like, how many kids are you serving and all these things to give you grant money. Statistics. I'm like, brother, that don't really matter. Like I can do that easy, and there'll be no progress in these kids' lives. Right.
They looking for metrics.
Yeah. I'm like, it ain't about that, brother. They need real people in their life who genuinely care about them. Yeah. Who gonna walk with them, you know what I'm saying, and want the best for them. Yeah. And so that's I would say just, you know what I'm saying, be flexible, you know what I'm saying, keep explaining why you're doing the things you're doing, and just learn, bro. Like learn, like, okay, this is what she needs. I see this here, and just like, you know what I mean, just love on them. Yeah. And then over time, like they're gonna start following what you're doing, and you know what I'm saying, just make sure you're doing the right things, because they're gonna turn into you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I want to add to that, bro. Progress takes time. Mm-hmm. And that's what I would encourage you telling your family, the single mom, like just because they go to Uncle John's for like a weekend out of 2 in a month, like you're not gonna see the change right then. Mm-hmm. And I'm realizing that with my son Jaden, like, bro, I've been telling him things since, I mean, you know me, bro. I'm like my pops, bro. Like I'm big on respect. I'm big on being well behaved, acting like you got good sense when you go into different people's houses, and he makes mistakes, bro. He acts up, and I'm realizing like you're saying, model the behavior, but then also have the patience to see it come to fruition. Like he's only 5, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? I could tell him something yesterday, he gonna mess up again tomorrow. But like, just realize, like, really embracing that patience, that faith thing. You know, we were talking about earlier, and realizing it's gonna take time for things to come together, especially in kids, bro. Kids need that patience. They need that. They need that trust, bro. Like, you know, they're not gonna get it the first time. They may not get it the 10th time, but eventually they gonna get it.
See, that's what's hard is like, cause you could see, bro. We've all seen people. We was in high school. It's like, bro, he ain't gonna do nothing when he graduates high school.
Right.
Like, dang, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And you probably seen it in middle school. Like, he always in trouble. Teacher always, you know, and you just know how that's gonna end up.
Yeah.
So when the earlier you spot it, you like, bro, if
he keeps going this way,
it's gonna be bad.
Yeah.
And then you say you deal with kids all the time, so it's probably a motivator for you
to not want to see them go
to
that
not
route.
Want to see for you to keep doing what you're doing. Like you say, you tired, but you still show up for them.
How do you pull that energy, bro?
Yeah.
You say it's important to come with energy and have that energy. Like, how do you pull?
I think when God calls you to do something, He graces you for it. Okay. So you have grace for the whatever race you're called, like you're on. Like your role, your assignment. God has graced you for your assignment, and so. But there's still like the practical things you got to do. Like you got to go to sleep on time. You know what I'm saying? So like that's what I struggle with. I get up early, but I don't always go to sleep on time. Yeah. But I always get up early.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And so I got to keep a coffee on me.
Yeah. But, so you got the coffee shop.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna act like it ain't like it, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't.
It ain't magic.
Yeah. So but most days though, like it's really just knowing it's the joy set before me. You know what I mean? Like the Bible, like you know what I'm saying. Jesus did it because of the joy set before him.
Yeah.
He knew what was on the other side of the mission of the work.
That's
and
real.
So
on the other side of the work, bro.
I know what's on the other side of it, bro. Yeah. I've seen it, and then when you start seeing the progress, it fuels you. Like when you start seeing the success, like seeing like this mama got up one time and told the story, really just a testimony about how SWAT has like saved her son's life and impacted his life. And bro, she started crying, I started crying, everybody started crying. I'm like, golly, this is crazy.
That's crazy,
but
bro.
When you see that, it's like, yeah,
it's worth it.
Like this is what we doing it for. Like single mama, kids, but like you know what I'm saying. Like nah, I got you. Like I got them. You know what I mean? Like we got them.
What is SWAT? What is SWAT? What is that? Like what does it stand for?
Special Weapons and Tactics.
Okay.
So it's the original acronym for SWAT.
Okay.
And so we say your gift is your weapon, and you use it in a tactical way to bring about the change you want to see.
Yeah.
And so man. So we tell the kids, y'all got gifts, y'all got talent. You know what I mean? And so you may not know what it is. We're here to help y'all find that. And
How long y'all been having this nonprofit?
We about to be 6 April 17th.
Congrats, man. 6 years. That's good, bro.
6 years old, man.
Yeah.
So it's dope, man. It's a beautiful time.
Yeah. That's tight, man.
So I know you bring up your wife, obviously. We got right here importance of God and faith in your marriage and your journey. Yeah. Now you led this pod off, homie therapy, talking about your faith. I'm just curious, is it when it comes to your woman, how is that? Is faith, is it harder?
Bro, it ain't, man. If you ain't got no woman, I'm finna lean back like, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't got no woman of God, bro, for a wife, boy,
I didn't know we was going down there.
Hey, man, I'm
That's
not
the selection process.
I'm just saying though, like, that junk is crucial.
Yeah.
Like crucial, bro. Because I couldn't imagine
not having your wife.
Living the life that we're living and doing the things that we've been called to do, having a woman who don't believe in God or who ain't really trying to follow the Lord like that. Yeah. Because a black woman too, like, she gonna look at you like, nigga, you told you to start working. Like, imagine I'm saying that, like, God told me to leave my, like, knowing we behind.
Over with.
God told me to leave this job and go full time. And her being like, all right, bet.
Come on, man.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That's not regular, bro.
You weren't even worried when you went home to talk to your
I
wife?
wasn't worried because I knew she know what's up. Like, she know I'm following the Lord. She following the Lord. Yeah. We know this is what we really about. Cool. You know what I'm saying? I was like, so when he told me gave me the word, I was like, babe, because I kind of, told her we need to talk. Yeah. And I said, what you think I'm about to say? Because I wanted her to say, like, the worst possible scenario in her mind.
Yeah.
so I can like hopefully come in under that. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? You know what I mean? And she was like, you want to sell the house and move to Oklahoma City because we do ministry. We over the youth program here. And so we come back a lot more now.
Yeah.
And, you know.
Come back.
I think she's kind of attached to the house.
Y'all in the town?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I kind of try to pick her brain with little questions, trying to see like, okay, would she be okay with like having to sell the house or losing the house?
Yeah.
And when she said that, I'm like, okay, no, that's not it. I'm like, but God is calling us in the full-time ministry. And she's like, oh, okay. But like God gives us instructions. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, this is what you need to do. Now that you're going full-time, you need to start a campaign, like fundraise, like when people do mission trips. Like do this, it's a vision for this. Yeah. It's not just like stop working and do nothing. Keep doing everything you're doing and start doing this. And so that's why it's important to really walk with the Lord. One, so you can see God be God. Like we saw this big God. We talk about a big God, and we don't. I feel like a lot of Christians don't get to see, experience this big God. We don't get to experience a big God. Yeah. And so, and I tell God all the time, like I want to, you know what I'm saying? I want to experience you. Like I want to, you know what I'm saying? I want everything. Yeah. And then, so back to the wife, you know what I mean? She was on it before I was on it, bro. When we was dating, she would be fasting, doing water fast, and I'm like, we want to go eat? I'm fasting. I'm like, baby, you was just fasting last week.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and she was like convicting me. I'm like, dang, hold on, I need to get my.
You over grubbing?
I'm grubbing. I'm like, man, I need to get right. Cause I
That's
can't.
what a woman
I can't.
do.
Yeah, cause I can't. Cause my mom in my mind, I said I can't be. And we called the lead as a men. We are the leaders of the household. I said I can't like not be spiritually like on point as a husband. Mm-hmm. I can't do it. Like, cause I have to lead. Like that's what God's design is for marriage.
You're saying you could not be like leading the spiritual. Like you were saying you got convicted in that moment.
Yeah, and we was dating. Okay. Like I needed to get on my game.
Okay,
spiritually.
Yeah.
And not that I wasn't following the Lord, but like I wasn't fasting like she was. I wasn't reading as much as she was. And now that we married, you know what I'm saying, God called me to start working like our first year. I had a lot of pride. I did not know. I thought I was really good, and I would always hear people say, I got pride. I mean, and God was dealing with me on pride. I'm like, everybody just love to talk about pride.
Yeah.
And then when he told me to start working, I realized how much pride I had.
Dang.
And I was like, dang.
Yeah.
And so he worked the light out of me in that season, and really turned, bro, that set the tone for, like, our life. It changed everything spiritually. And I'm like, yeah, I'm here now. Like, now I'm like, yeah, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I'm leading for sure. Yeah. Like, now, like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't ahead of me no more, baby. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like a healthy, like, thing. But, like, so to be able to, like, really have a woman on my side who believes in me, bro, she's such an encourager. Like, she'll leave random notes around the crib. Like, I opened up a door, a clock cabinet, it's like a note there.
Reminder.
Like, she's just crazy with it, bro. Like,
yeah, that's big.
She crazy.
That's cool.
She
How
crazy.
long y'all been married for?
4 years in May.
Congrats to that too,
4
brother.
years in May.
Man, there you go.
Do you feel like because not everybody has wives, bro, but God still has a plan for that for people that ain't married and all that. Like, do you think you could do this without a wife?
Heck no. I mean, no.
No, I'm saying
you talking about people
just
in general.
Like,
yeah.
Like you could still,
because some people are, Paul said, "I wish all y'all were like me, like not having a wife." Because his argument was that when you have a wife, now you start to care about her desires.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Now it's like, okay, Lord's telling me this, but now it's even me. Like, I'm thinking about what she gonna think about losing the house.
Yeah.
Versus if it was just you and God, you're like, all right, how's it going? I ain't gotta worry about nothing else.
Yeah.
But you think she's on your mind now more. But it's not a bad thing, you know what I'm saying? So Paul encourages people to marry, and he said, I wish you were like me.
Yeah, because I do think sometimes people get away from the vision that God has because they're trying to search and look for like a wife. Like it takes a lot of energy.
Yeah, that's what you
thought.
should be doing.
Yeah, you go on a journey. If you're trying to find a wife, that takes a lot of energy to try to go out and find a wife, especially like one that's godly, one that's gonna support you. You feel me? All that.
And God will put your woman or man, whoever it is, right in your face. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to, when you follow, that's the beautiful thing about following the Lord, bro. I'm looking at this line on the table. Brother, you going to walk, he going to put it right there on you. This is the road. You know what I'm saying? He going to put it right there. Yeah. All you got to do is stay on this road, brother.
Walk.
Bro, I kid you not, I was talking to a female. When I told you I stopped making sex music and I was getting right. And I said, okay, I'm trying to find me I was like, Lord, I want to find a church girl. I'm ready to settle down. And so I talked to maybe like 3 girls, like not at the same time, but I was like trying to find the one. And I got to this one. I got to hope, if I say her name, cut this out, because I'm going to try not to say her name now. But I was talking to this girl, and I thought she was a church. I can't give too many details because she might watch this.
You, bro. I got the.
Okay, I'm trying to. Okay,
we got the footage, bro.
But so so I'm talking to this girl. I'm thinking she a church girl. We don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to stay,
clean.
You know what I mean? Pure. And so, not to say I don't want people to kind of call me fake. I wasn't a virgin when I got married, but I'm trying to keep it pure now, leading up to marriage. Right. So, talking to this girl, I'm at an event in the Plaza District. I got the day tatted on me too. Was tatted on this wrist. And so it was crazy, bro. So Ryan, my wife, we're by each other this whole night. Right? And I'm not thinking nothing of it. But she's sitting by me and she was finna perform. She's a poet. She gets up and she does this poem with the homegirl at the end. And I remember looking up. I was probably texting the girl I was talking to. I remember looking up. And Ryan, she was like shining, no lie, like shining. And I was like, it wasn't like on no supernatural shining, but like she was glowing.
Obvious, yeah.
But I didn't think nothing of it. I remember looking at her and saying like, dang, she look bright. Like she really shining right now. And I just, didn't think nothing of it. End of the night, we all outside chilling, talking. And she's telling everybody this story about some dude like stalking her after church one service. Nobody's listening. I'm on my phone. I look up, she turns to me and starts to tell me the story. And I'm like, all right, like she's just talking, you know what I mean? She's telling me the story, and I'm listening, I'm looking at her, and bro, like the exact words that came to my mind was, you got to stop talking to this girl, and because you about to pursue her. Like that's what happened. And from that moment on, bro, she got like, I was attracted to Ryan. Like it was like that.
Strong,
like I've seen a Ryan before plenty of times.
Yeah.
Never no attraction. Never nothing. Like I had a type, you know what I'm saying, all my life. Like I had a type, brown skin, long hair, pretty, all the stuff.
Yeah.
And Ryan was like, she lighter complexion, still got long hair, still got pretty feet, praise the Lord.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Beautiful. But like it was just like I just had a type, you know what I'm saying? And but like that's what happened, and it was like scales falling off, bro. And like I was like on her for the rest of like until I got her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that's how it happened, bro.
That's
and
cold.
and so I knew like she was the one.
Yeah.
Like God allowed me to know like I had a wife.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I can't say that, that's not everybody's testimony. But that's why I'm so grateful. And when I think about what she does in our marriage, bro, and how we're literally like, she's the other half for real.
Yeah.
Like I can have, like, I see the vision, I do things, and she comes in, she can create like a Google spreadsheet, bro, with the numbers and everything in like 10 minutes. Whip up a flyer in 5 minutes.
Yeah, logistics, all that.
I'm like, all that.
Yeah.
Make something look beautiful. I'm like, brother, this is a headache thinking about what I got to create to make, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And she just
blown,
swoops
That's
through.
how it works.
It's great.
So man, it's important
cold,
that you find that you get the right one. But again, you don't have to go look.
I don't think
The man is gonna find a poster like this. That a man who findeth the wife, findeth the good thing. So you gonna find your wife,
right?
But you don't have to focus on it. You focus about pleasing God, and then He'll drop it off on you.
That's deep.
Yeah,
praise the Lord,
man. Okay, and I just gotta ask before we start wrapping up, bro. Your music career. I know you talked a little bit. You was doing R&B. What made you want to start rapping?
I feel like I always just could rap. Like I feel like I can rap. You know what I mean? So why not do it?
Yeah.
Was it hard to? You was already doing clean R&B.
Yeah, I don't know when I started rapping. That's a good question. I wonder what my first rap song was. I don't know, bro. I just probably just feel like rapping one day. I don't. I've never thought about that
because it's really like a vibe. Like it's because I got Swerving on my phone right now.
Everybody likes Swerving. That was my favorite joint when it dropped.
Swerving.
I feel like
Before
it's
this
dated. I
even,
feel like
yeah.
it's dated now though. But
No, Swerving.
I need to run that up.
No, Swerving. I have that on my. Before I even knew you, Swerving was on my phone.
I used to perform at y'all church a lot too. That's probably
bro.
why.
Yeah,
I performed at y'all
Swerving
church
was
a lot.
it.
Yeah.
Swerving do jam though. It do jam. It do
So
jam.
I was like I said, I seen you 2020. Was it 2021, 2022?
Probably 2022.
2022.
Yeah. Your shows be crazy too.
And it's good, bro.
Appreciate
You're
it.
good.
People don't know, bro. People ain't never been to a Ray June show, bro. Because you bring the instruments, bro. You
Yeah.
bring the vibes, the charisma.
Yep.
You just make everybody feel good, bro. You definitely cold. You cold with the
Appreciate it.
art, bro. But performance that's
Yeah.
one of your big talents, bro.
Did
for
you
sure.
ever struggle with keeping it clean after
Nah.
you made that commitment?
Because I grew up in church. The only thing I would talk about was girls, bro. Like I wasn't never the one to talk about killing niggas. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't.
Yeah.
That wasn't
your
me.
thing,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So
Yeah.
I'm not finna rap about something I'm not about. I'm not finna sing about nothing I'm not about.
Yeah.
And
But
so like.
you went through the world with the girls, though.
Yeah,
The
like
girls
we was
yeah.
like, and I wasn't no playboy, but like so, like back in the day, freak dancing. I don't know if y'all. Was
I
freak
remember
dancing.
it.
You know what I'm saying? We used to freak dance.
Southwest
I
Escape.
was pat like Sex Mob and them. They was older than us, but we was like the generation after like Sex Mob. And so when we go to the parties, me and my homies, niggas would play like the Boosie and all thing in the car. We would pull up playing like Pretty Ricky.
Yes,
Like,
sir.
We'll pull up like, well, that's how we would do.
That was y'all style,
Like we
yeah.
did, like our favorite part of the party was the slow music.
Yeah.
Like all right, now we off the wall. Now we
Which was
saying?
confusing
Yeah.
why
That's-
niggas was on the other tip.
Yeah, like that's what
Yeah.
we was on, bro. So we used to throw like slow dance parties. Like that's what we was like. Yeah, this is the vibe, bro.
Yeah.
We sing.
That was a
Yeah,
fun
same
and we
time,
doing this
bro.
like, bro.
When you
It
go
was
look at
that was just all it
videos.
was.
Yeah.
And so, keeping it clean. So it wasn't hard to after I was like I can't talk about sex, so I'll talk about girls. Like and now I just talk about my wife and my music.
That's hard.
We don't talk about sex with my wife, but I kind of like I did say that line one time like, and it's on the album you on the what I call that
On
song?
Enough?
No, it's on the album for the players.
Right. That was
I
tough.
say,
That was tough.
What I said ring fingers iced out. Tell them turn the lights
Lights out,
down.
yeah,
Shine
yeah.
how you want to shine. Know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So I say stuff like that, but
Yeah.
trying to make marriage, let niggas know marriage is
Marriage is
cool,
fun,
bro.
yeah,
Like
marriage
you
is
do the
fun.
same thing when you married.
Yeah, marriage is fun.
So I keep it clean for sure. It's easy to keep it clean. Like I said, I'm never been a big cusser, and I don't cuss anymore. Not to look down on anybody, I just don't cuss. You know what I'm saying? And so it's easy to keep it clean.
Do you listen to hip hop?
Not too much, honestly. I listen to the same thing I grew up on. So I listen to like old school John P. Key, old school Kirk Frank. I listen to a lot of instrumentals. I listen to R&B. I listen to like Jodeci, old school Jamie Foxx, Silk. Like them was I think that's how my sound
Jodeci
comes the
tough.
way how it is.
Yeah.
My favorite producer is Battle Cat. Battle Cat produced for Snoop Dogg back in the day.
Right.
But he funky. He do the talk box. That's why I love the talk box. I just like funky sounding. Like I really like West Coast music.
Yeah.
And that's probably how I started rapping. Because like
I was gonna
my
say, you
favorite
got a
line
West
is a
Coast
bass line. Like
Yeah.
I can come up with it. Like I played the y'all know Chris McCain.
Yeah, he's tough.
The intro on this album Arrived. I played the bass line on that.
Okay, I didn't know that.
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
tight.
Because I can easily find. I don't play, but I can play a bass line. I can
That's
come
tight.
up with it. Yeah, so that's how I write music. A lot of the times, I come up with a bass line in my head, and my mama, she funky.
Yeah, she
like
tough.
she's funky.
She's tough. She's
and
tough.
she play, but she's always been funky with bass line. She got this song. It start off where the bass line goes boom boom. Boom, 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 boom,
Clean.
boom, 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 boom. I'm like, mama,
That's your mama. Yeah.
well, that's like mama though.
Yeah.
And like that's why I am the way I am, you know what I'm saying, with
Yeah.
baseline. So yeah.
That's hard.
Yeah. No, yeah. So you don't listen to no hip hop.
I
That's
well,
interesting.
yeah. So I'll dabble. Somebody got to put me on, but I don't like
You
when
don't
I get
seek
in the car.
it,
just in
I'm
the
listening
car,
to
yeah.
podcasts. I'm listening to like I really don't have time to listen to music for real, honestly. And I'm glad it's like that. So that way my music is more
It's-
authentic.
yeah.
And you can
Oh,
focus
you-
on your sound. Your sound can
Yeah,
stay.
yeah. But I couldn't I ain't gonna lie, like when, I dabbled with the Kendrick's I listened to his whole project, the new one. But like I like
His previous
Yeah,
ones?
I like Kendrick. Like when I did listen to a lot of hip hop, it was in college. And my favorite artist then was like I like Dom Kennedy.
Dom
Down
yeah.
Kennedy tough.
I like Kendrick.
Cole, you wasn't a Cole fan?
I wasn't a Cole fan. I like Cole. Cole, if he get Cole beats, bro, like his beats, bro, for me, I just gotta, you know what I mean? I don't feel it, but like when he did he got the joint with Summer Walker.
Yeah, that's smooth.
That dun 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 dun. I love that song. That joint right there, bro. I'm about to have to play that when I leave here.
Yeah, that's hard.
I'm like, that joint, I heard that, I was in Philly, you know what I'm saying, at Granny house, and my uncle was playing songs, old uncle. I'm like, what is this,
Yeah.
He's like, man, he didn't even know what it was, though. He just had a station on Pandora or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, so I think that's the only I'm trying to think.
So you're not
Drake?
just completely
Come on, bro. You ain't a Drake
disconnected.
fan, bro?
No, I like
That's the clip.
That's the clip. I like November 18th Drake. Like I don't like I don't like a new Drake.
Yeah,
I
new
like
Drake, yeah.
oh no.
It's cool what he said. It ain't cool what Kendrick saying, huh?
My favorite.
But he got different reasons than Kendrick. Kendrick just hating, bro.
So November 18th was like a that tape, you know, it was Houston.
Was here.
It was H-Town that
Houston,
November
Vegas,
18th.
all that.
Yes.
But
I like Drake with
my
the melodies.
favorite that what was on with the blue
Where
cover
Eli
with the
at,
kid?
Nothing was the same.
Nothing was the same.
With the fro in the cloud,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
On my
I ain't gonna lie. That's when I had the Cadillac and I was going to UCO late nights.
That was a good.
Boy,
album.
Yeah, that was the album.
man, that intro was so
Tuscan
crazy.
leather.
Yeah.
How much
Tuscan
time was
leather.
this nigga spending on the intro?
Yeah, yeah,
I just at the bar, niggas my London like a limbo.
yeah.
Yeah, he went.
No, he went crazy. I
Drake
was
went
listening to
crazy.
Pound Cake the other day.
Now I got to run him back, bro.
Pound Cake.
That tape
That
crazy.
Drake was cold.
That tape was
Too
crazy.
much?
Cried too.
Yeah.
That tape was crazy.
Nah, bro.
Cried to that song.
That's what I'm saying. Like, come on,
Views
man.
was
Connect.
crazy, too. Views was crazy, too.
Connect, bro. That tape was stupid.
That-
Connect.
Connect was
That
hard.
album was good. The album was-
Did y'all have you ever thought about that song Connect though?
Not too deep. I ain't heard
the
it in a minute.
swinging.
swinging.
Eyes closed, just swinging.
Yeah.
Yeah. How the end
Trying to
it?
connect with something,
Yeah,
babe.
I'm just trying to connect. Now what do y'all what y'all thoughts about that song? Let's just talk about. I want to talk about it. When it hit me,
I need to hear it again. It's
I gotta
been a
hear it
minute.
again.
What do you think he's talking about? What connect?
A woman.
Like when the swinging,
Oh, Houston shit.
like in the car, right?
Yeah.
What else?
A woman.
Woman. Have y'all ever thought about a baseball game? Bro, when I thought I was in the car sitting,
swinging.
I'm just trying to connect.
I'm just trying to connect.
And
He's swinging
and you-
because he can't, but his eyes are closed.
You just
But he's
swinging,
still
bro.
swinging.
You know what
Just
it's
trying to
like.
swing,
You know,
connect.
baseball,
That's
you
hard.
can't.
Bro.
Especially when the ball comes
That's why I'm
fast.
like, what was he thinking about? I'm like, was he thinking about
I ain't
that?
thought of
I gotta
bro.
listen to that
You think
song.
about
Now
the car?
I gotta add that.
I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. When I was in the GLAC, and that's when I used to like kick it. I was probably zooted. I'm sitting like this. I was like, bro, this song going crazy. That Drake was cold. I don't like the tough Drake. I'm like, if Drake is
Nah, bro, where Eli at, bro? Where
Nah.
Eli, bro?
nah,
What I been
Bro,
saying?
I don't like the tough Drake. It's crazy, bro. I don't know. I think he just defended himself, bro, because he getting a
Bro.
lot of hate, bro. He got to do
bro,
what he got to
if
do.
Drake just be Drake,
He not being
I ain't gonna
himself.
lie, bro. He would have survived like all of this. Like I feel like
He just would've- if he
I feel
would've
like
just kept
I
it-
feel like Drake didn't
kept it Drake.
survive. I feel like, and I ain't we ain't coming to talk about Drake, but
Right.
I'm just saying like if you just stay true to who you are, bro.
It's
like,
hard to lose.
Butterflies with the song with Omarion.
Yeah,
I'm all alone.
Yeah.
All alone and Bree's interlude.
yeah.
Bro, that's what we want from you, Drake.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear you talking
see
about
the
off
shoot
and
up,
body
what you gonna
bag,
do.
dark, the mask. I don't want that.
That's what we said.
I don't want that.
But
bro.
if you getting presented with that, bro, that smoke, you
But he
leave
don't-
it alone.
he don't
That's
come from
Kendrick
that.
Lamar, brother.
So you agree with J. Cole then?
Look what happened. Leave that nigga alone. Look what happened.
Where Eli at, man? BJ? Yeah, BJ.
Look what happened.
Yeah, I was.
Leave him alone, man.
Yeah, no.
Because
He not authentic.
I can't even. Can't nobody believe it.
Can't nobody believe it.
Nobody can believe it. This many people can believe it.
Bro, I was
Zero,
telling
that's
them.
zero.
Everybody believes
It's
it.
Nah, I ain't
3v1, bro.
yeah,
It's
we
3v1.
can't- we can't-
Hey, let's wrap up because I think you got a hard stop.
For
bro.
sure. No,
Y'all
man,
going crazy on Drake.
Bro, I do want to. This was a great last question, though.
Yeah.
How can we use gospel rap to heal and encourage? Like when you step in that studio, I know Trev talks about it. I talk about it when we write. It's like, what am I saying and what they gonna get from this?
Yeah.
You're conscious of what you're saying, and you know, Trev's kids gonna hear this. My kids gonna hear this.
Yeah.
Like, how do you when you approach a song or an instrumental? What are you thinking about?
I feel like I used to think more about the people than I do now. And so I think about it's more about what God want me to talk about for real, and what I mean, just keeping it genuine about what my story. I'm gonna tell my story, like more than enough. The song I'm about to drop next week. I'm saying that Jesus is more than enough. I've experienced him. I'm encouraging myself at the same time. Like, yeah, I want to encourage the people, hopefully, but it might not be. You might not can't connect with this song. You know what I mean? You might go connect with something else. Yeah. But it's just about being true to what God is doing in your heart and in your life. Don't talk about nothing that you really ain't walking through. Like, it's just like any type of music for real. Like, I mean, you know, you got people just write songs for people nowadays, and just like regular, like, I mean, like R&B, the R&B world, hip hop world, people write music all day.
Yeah, just to
make
throw
it
out
hit.
there.
So, you know, you got that, but like I feel like when it comes to music for the Lord, you know, in Christian hip hop is kind of different. I
gotta ask you
that's a whole nother like thing. I tried to get at that once I started doing Christian music. I'm like, nah, cause I ain't on that. They on a whole nother wave too. A lot of them, they just trying to get a book.
Wait, what are you saying?
So Christian hip hop, that's CHH is like a thing, and I wouldn't consider myself a CHH artist.
Oh, okay.
I am a Christian artist though.
Right.
CHH is just totally different. Like all the music kind of, I ain't gonna say it all sound the same, but you can tell like, oh, this is a CHH like song.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You know what I'm saying? And so I'm not making records just to like get streams and dropping songs to get streams. I do want to get streams, yeah, but I'm trying to make like real impact. You know what I'm saying? I'm really trying to change.
I know what you mean.
Exactly.
Yeah. Christian hip hop, it's its own
Like
lane.
McCray,
Yeah, not to say people ain't not. I can't say like they not trying to make impact, but I just know if you go on Spotify and just shuffle CHH,
yeah,
you gonna know like, okay,
it's a lane.
This is a CHH, and I don't sound like that.
Yeah,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like
it's a
its
lane.
own vibe.
So you don't consider yourself a gospel, right? You just
I'm a Christian artist. Yeah, because I cannot say it.
artist.
Yeah, I'm a Christian artist. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm a Christian artist.
Okay.
But like somebody might call me when you think about the genre, people might just actually say R&B or hip hop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I remember when Kanye dropped his gospel album.
Oh yeah.
I remember BJ. I was talking to BJ about it one time. He was like, a lot of Christian people mad
About Kanye?
what he's doing, but it was at a good time. To Kanye,
Yeah. He was doing
But I think your thing was
They just remix songs that were already
and made them better though.
Yeah.
And people didn't like that. Yeah.
None of that was original.
Yeah.
I
thought it was a
G's. That's every church sings that.
I thought it was a decent album though.
It was
Oh,
good.
yeah,
No,
it
was a
I
good
think that's
album.
what we're saying though. It was really good.
Yeah.
But it's like, do you get flack from people in church because you rap?
No.
No.
I think the
I
church.
guess
I think the
'cause
church
you
has come
separated.
around.
Supported it a little more.
Yeah. I feel like the church has come around to rap. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's real.
I can see why it would be different for them. I just know my experience. I grew up Church of Christ. And it's like strict by the book. If it didn't say it in that Bible, you can't do
Be
it.
sitting
So
out here
like
saying it, yeah.
they said Bible never said nothing about a woman preaching. Like that's kind of how it is in the Church of Christ. So women don't preach in the Church of Christ because it says men. You know, it's very.
That's crazy because it's like stories in the Bible about women like being in ministry. Yeah, but that's how another story.
You know, people pick and choose. Yeah.
Now it's not supposed to lead over no man, but like that's what it's.
And maybe that's why
They use that.
they use that as the
Comprehension. Everyone's comprehension.
exactly.
Let's wrap it up though, big
Exactly.
dog.
Ray June, we appreciate you
Man,
pulling
thank
up
you.
on us,
Thank you, bro.
I know you came all the way from Tulsa, so hopefully it was worth the
Nah,
time,
for sure,
bro.
man. Thank y'all for having me, bro. This was a beautiful time, man. Enjoyed myself. Man.
Yeah.
Show, man. And
Well, we
congratulations
appreciate
on
you.
everything you got going on.
No,
All
tell
the
everybody what
blessings,
you
bro.
got going on.
Yeah, plug them,
too.
man. Plug them
Yeah.
real quick.
Yeah, so
said
y'all
it's on
can. So
next
I just
week.
dropped a devotional. I got a book out.
Praise God.
It's called Sound Bites. You can get it on my website, packyourswimtrunks.com. I know we're supposed to get into that. We didn't get into that, but
Next time, bro.
next time.
No, it's gonna be a
But
next time.
packyourswimtrunks.com. You can follow. I got a new single coming out next week. Well, this week coming. More Than Enough. Follow me online, Ray June the Troop. I'm pretty sure y'all probably had that on the pod info.
Yeah, we get you.
we got
Yeah,
Get you,
man,
right?
so that's it, man. Appreciate y'all for having
No,
me.
what
Thanks,
about
bro.
your nonprofit?
The nonprofit, Swap Meet.
Yeah,
How
go-
can they donate?
Yeah, you
Yeah, all
can just
that.
go check us out, swapmeet.inc, swatmeet.inc, on all social media platforms, and we'll have the link in the bio on everywhere. Check us out, man. See the work we're doing. If you want to support, that's on the website. You can learn more there.
On me.
Yes, sir.
On me.
Trevor, where can they find us, brother?
You can find us here at YouTube. Be sure to subscribe, leave a comment. All stores, we are now there. Make sure you leave a 5-star rating and share it with somebody. Also, you can go to our website, clearvisionpod.com, and learn about the podcast. You can donate there. You can leave a listener letter. We need more listener letters, man. If you got any thoughts of what was covered today, any comments, I see a lot of people going into the IG comments and leaving their stuff there. Go send a letter. Get on the podcast, man. I see YouTube comments, all that stuff is great. But go leave a listener letter, man. Let's see what you guys are thinking. Appreciate the support.
Yep.
My brother, appreciate you popping out, man. Thanks for the support, too, bro.
Man, appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Dope.
BJ, how can they donate to us?
Man, just like Ray June's testimony about the man in the coffee shop, I feel like someone can bless us the same way too.
Hey, got that bag on,
man. $, Clear Vision Pod on Cash App. You can also donate on clearvisionpod.com.
Amen.
Don't forget to follow our Instagram, Clear Vision Pod, our TikTok, Clear Vision Pod, Facebook, Clear Vision Podcast. We appreciate y'all for tuning into this, man. Ray June, again, thank you, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
My pleasure.
It was an honor,
brother.
man. We're going to have to have you back, too, because
For sure.
I like your perspective on things. And now that we know about you, I think now we can start talking about some stuff.